In today's video, we're going to be discussing the worst communities on the internet.
One thing I think isn't discussed enough on the internet is how much is genuinely like high school.
There's sections of the anime community that act like, I don't know, snobby and like they're better than other certain areas of the anime community, which is crazy to me because a lot of y'all claim that y'all got bullied in high school for like an anime, yet here you are doing the same thing on the internet. Like, it's crazy.
So today I want to run through the most trash groups and amalgamations of people on the internet.
Anime is definitely going to be in there. Anime community is going to be in here 100%.
And I'll start off with the most family-friendly choice because this is YouTube, can't be getting demonetized. OnlyFans girls. OnlyFans girls are notorious for promoting their product by any means necessary. And although this mainly happens—
Yeah, bro, I hate when I'm scrolling on Twitter. It could be something about like, I don't know, my favorite foods to eat thread or some wholesome ass thread on Twitter, which you see rarely, and you scroll down, the first thing you see is someone like promoting their OnlyFans. It's like, boom, ass in your face. And it's just like, oh my God, come on, man. I'm not trying to see that. But don't get it twisted. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh man, women OnlyFans are ruining Twitch and the internet. It's like, I don't care, man. It's been like that type of stuff has been around forever, since the beginning of time. It doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that I can see it when I'm not looking for it. That's crazy sometimes. It catches me off guard.
I've seen OF accounts under Joe Biden's tweets. I've seen OF accounts under The Rock's tweet.
Dropping stuff under the president's tweets is actually crazy. Not that I'm sure he doesn't actually run the account himself, but could you imagine? I guess it's kind of funny when you think about it, honestly.
Shit, I even saw one once under a PETA tweet. She even ran a buy one, get one.
Is it PETA? I thought it was PETA. Am I tripping? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? I could have swore it's PETA.
And have y'all ever seen one of those Twitch e-date panels where they get a bunch of
Bro, I hate... Listen, if this is your thing, that's fine, it's cool. But like, I never understood like the whole like the date streams that people do, because it's like, what is the point? I guess it's just like, it's content, right? It's not really meant to be that serious, but I've seen it a few times. I'm like, this is kind of just like awkward. A lot of the time it's just awkward. But again, it's content, so I guess you can't complain about it as long as it's entertaining, right?
Any dudes that are watching these e-dates actively thinking that's how it's gonna work with you when you buy her OF, they are doing that for entertainment.
Here's the thing. I'm convinced there's not a lot of people, when they subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans or whatever, I don't think they actually in their head legitimately think, oh, she's my, I pay for OnlyFans. She's like, we're in a relationship now, or whatever. I feel like yeah, sure, there are like some people who are like kind of, screwed up in the head who think that. But I genuinely believe the majority of people aren't really like that. I think that's just like a small subset of people who kind of just, they need help.
You message them through OnlyFans, you're talking to their...
Like, what it is, right? I feel like when you pay for that, you know what's up. You know what the deal is. You're here for you're giving them money and they're giving you what you want. That's that simple.
Assistant. The next people we got are the Matrix bros. Now we know the godfather of these dudes is Andrew Tate. Bro, at Andrew Tate's peak popularity, I swear when I say I've never seen sucking harder from straight dudes than ever. Y'all remember
the Andrew Tate era was fucking... It was the worst. I remember blocking so many accounts on Twitter, avoiding so many people, like accounts on YouTube. It was just awful. I couldn't stand it. It's still like that. There's still plenty of people that make that type of content, but thankfully I think it's starting to slow down, and I'm hoping that, like, bare minimum, this is the last year you see as much of that shit as you normally see. Like, there's always going to be the whole debate, the male versus female debates on relationships and blah blah blah, all that shit. I feel like that's always going to exist, but in the last couple of years that shit like hit like a fucking peak, and was so fucking, it was annoying. It's just annoying to be around.
When anytime anyone criticized Andrew Tate for anything, there was a legion of niggas in the replies talking about, but what color's your Bugatti? Flexing another.
That shit's funny though. It's funny because the person saying that doesn't have a Bugatti at all. They probably have some shitty job. They probably don't even have a car, to be honest with you. You're probably catching Ubers everywhere. So it's funny for someone to say that shit. So I don't know. People are weird. I would never go to bat for a stranger on the internet like that.
Person's wealth will never not be said. And even though Andrew Tate's popularity...
It's like the gaming community that people, when they go crazy over their consoles, like the console war defenders, and it's just like, Sony's not paying you, Microsoft's not paying you, Nintendo's not paying you. Why are you going so hard on this piece of plastic, man? Come on now.
This community also ties in with the whole red pill thing, which I think most people know as podcasts. Like, bruh, I don't even gotta hear what they say from the whatever podcast to know it's gonna be absolutely brain dead.
Bro, anytime I remember when Fresh and Fit was like at their top of everything, anytime I seen that clip on Twitter, it was immediately scroll past that shit. Because they're already about to say some, there's already about to be some brain dead shit about to be said, or one of the hosts harassing one of the women on the stream. It was always the same thing every time.
Even if you don't know the channel, I'm 100% sure you've seen a dumbass clip from it. Their most notable achievement is Warlock the Destroyer. And before like writers from these communities spam my comments, I actually think there is some valid advice that can spur from these communities every once.
Sure, every once in a while someone will say something of value. That's like a given. You know, what is that saying? A broken clock is right twice a day or some shit like that. It's like, sure, eventually they'll say something that's a little insightful, but 99% of the time it's just fucking garbage.
The next one we got is pretty obvious, but it's stan accounts. Owning a stan or fan account is the equivalent of posting your bank account with $0.
Yeah, I always thought these stan accounts are just like, it's just a fan account essentially. Like people just like, it's like, hey, I really like this person, I really like this thing, and I just wanted to make an account dedicated to me, like, you know, praising or whatever. I never really had a problem with that. I've never seen too much weird shit from that, but I guess there is.
The funny thing about stan and fan accounts is that I'll see a lot of them preach super positivity and being nice to everyone, but disrespect whoever the account they're standing about is. And
yeah, I guess, you know what, that's true, because the whole Beyonce shit, you on like online, you say anything negative about Beyonce or slightly criticize her and they're coming for your head. So I guess I get that. That's fair. That's a fair criticism.
I don't know how, but they managed to find every hate comment and be under there defending like Zeus.
Yeah, because they're definitely searching for keywords on Twitter, just looking for people to hate on. I guess I also have to assume that a lot of those stan accounts are ran by like preteens or children even. I can't imagine there's any adults who are actually online running a stan account. That's kind of crazy.
It's one person fighting on the behalf of an artist who doesn't even know they breathe the same air.
Exactly. Bro, I swear you will never catch me on the internet going to bat for like a big company or a big famous person who doesn't even know I exist. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not that invested. Maybe if I was still a preteen or something like that, I would, because I would have nothing else going on with my life, but I don't think so.
Another person fighting on the behalf of an artist who doesn't even know they breathe the same air as them. But because there's so many of them like a cult, they always manage to stay trending. Like on Twitter, there will be fan accounts that post fan videos of their favorite artists under random tweets. And the point of it, I guess, is to promote the artist. If anything, you're just gonna piss off people and make them not want to see the artist anymore.
Yeah, I'm actually guilty of that. Like a lot of like the K-pop stuff, I don't listen to K-pop. It's just not my thing. But anytime I see like those K-pop like edits and stuff, I'm guilty of just like, I'm never listening to this artist because you're so annoying about it. I'm not going to do it. Maybe that's me being spiteful and being a jerk, but I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way for some reason.
And this has to be harassment too. Like, I didn't choose to be promoted to like that. But I think the most hateful group of fan accounts
yeah, that's true too. Like when you see those fan accounts that are being like mad hateful and weird and annoying, that also, I wonder if they realize they kind of make it look bad on behalf of the artist they're supposed to be fanning and behaving and making those accounts and videos for. It's like, I'm sure that person wouldn't want you being on the internet calling somebody out their name or whatever on behalf of them. I'm sure they wouldn't appreciate that shit.
To ever do it was the
NBA YoungBoy fan accounts.
I didn't know there was NBA YoungBoy fan accounts. That sounds disgusting. That sounds like it's full of so much ignorance, bro. I can't.
Single group of people caused like 4 Gen Z slang to be produced. At their peak, you could go under any post about any rapper and the cursed term of "why be better" was there. I knew it was getting out of hand though when they started to do it to every type of post. There would be posts about how 3 puppies got ran over by a drunk driver and someone was saying "why be better" in the—
That's crazy because I've never seen this. Again, I guess maybe I'm just not in the wrong or right parts of the internet. So I've never seen this. This is new to me.
That's when we got our scammers. And no, I'm not talking about regular scammers you get in call centers with 200 Indian employees working under minimum wage. I'm talking about, you ever see someone post on their Insta and Snap to tap in?
Bro, you can't trust the tap in. You can't trust, or the accounts that show like their forex fucking numbers and shit going up, or their Bitcoin numbers going up, talking about how much money they're making, blah blah blah. Like, you can't trust those people at all.
Or saying they can flip your money and turn $20 into $500 as long as you send the money first. To be fair,
I wonder if they're actually catching people. Like, I imagine maybe like older people might get caught by that, but there's no way like the younger generation of people getting caught by scammers anymore, right? There's no way. Like, they've been on the internet too long. There's no way you're like actually going up to a stranger like, oh, you can make me $5,000 for my 500. Like, there's no shot.
You have to be an actual idiot to fall for one of these tap-in scams. Like, do you not have half of your brain? Next one we got are 4chaners. I can't name us.
I can thankfully say I have never been a part of 4chan. The only time I've ever been on that website was accidentally when I was searching for answers to, like, I don't know, just random shit on the internet. I've never had a 4chan account. I've never hung on that website. And I'm glad. That's just like, because the stories I hear about 4chan are always horrible. I've always just steered clear from it.
The website is supposed to be a place where people discuss various topics ranging from gaming, television, cooking, music, history, anime, fitness, etc. But all it's known as is a place.
Was 4chan like Reddit before Reddit? That's what my brain is kind of like connecting that shit right now. Like, I feel like that's the case. I don't know which one was around before. I'm pretty sure it was 4chan. And it's the way he just described it sounds identical to fucking Reddit.
Where basement losers dox random people and post CP. And I don't mean CP as in cheese pizza. They're pretty much what chronic Redditors train to be like. And 4chan has done some cartoonishly evil stuff. Like when they took advantage of Google's algorithm to get a swastika trending. You guys remember when every single female...
All that effort for a swastika, bro? For what? Because they thought it was funny or what, man? That's weird.
Famous celebrities and nudes got leaked back in 2014. That was because of 4chan, no shock there. But there's a surprising amount of iconic things that came from 4chan on the internet. Rickrolling, Pepe the Frog, Wojaks, Rage Comic. If it wasn't for the people on the platform being absolute dog shit human beings, we might be able to call 4chan the most iconic place for memes on the internet and the place where memes started. But there's no way in hell.
I don't know where memes started. That's pretty bold. That's pretty bold. I see it got some like classic memes or whatever from there. But to say where all memes started, I don't know, bro.
But to wrap things up, if you get near any one of these groups or communities, run.
I'm legitimately surprised the anime community or the gaming community was not mentioned in this video. I have to be honest, those two communities can be pretty bad. I'm a part of both of them from a distance. You know what I mean? I'm part of both of them from a distance. I'll put it like that. But both of them can definitely be like ill. You know what I mean? Anyway, this was another good video. I'm going to leave the link to the original video in the description below. Thank you for watching.